Ooh. Huh. Oh. February 14th. You all know what day that is. Valentine's Day. I had my first Valentine's date. Hello, today is December 29th, and in 4 more minutes it's going to be December 30th. So, what I usually do around this time is I write down onto my 2019 calendar of things that I might need to write down, like people's birthdays and all that. I was going to do this earlier today without doing a video until I was looking at some stuff on my calendar and I saw that, oh, there's some stuff that I should do a video on this. January 17th, was my last day at Beckett, at the factory. It's called Beckett Gas. Let's see. Now we're on to February. On February 2nd, I played drums at Chick-fil-A, and my cousins played guitar, piano. Ooh. Huh. Oh. February 14th. You all know what day that is. Valentine's Day. 1 o'clock at Brentwood is a nursing home. I shadowed a dietitian. And then after that, I had my first Valentine's date. I'm going to try and get her into these videos. So, February 22nd was the day before February 23rd. So February 23rd, I went to the gastroenterologist and they put a camera down my throat. I was actually going to have it done a few weeks before the 23rd, till I found out on the spot that they were going to put it down, the camera down my throat while I was like half awake, half asleep. I told them, is there a way that I can be 100% asleep? I don't want to be awake at all. So on the 23rd, I got it done. I can't believe I did it. And guess what? I had anesthesia for my first time, and it went very well. The camera went down my throat, and after all that, I was totally fine. I suppose some people are allergic to anesthesia. My grandfather got sick after that. I did not get sick. I was totally fine. I could have driven home if I wanted to. But, you know, in case they told me not to and I wanted to not drive home in case I would have a side effect. I was supposed to, in March, I was supposed to have some kind of interview at the Pulp, a smoothie place. I really like going there in the summer. Oh, Annabelle's wedding, one of my friends. Oh, March 16th, I did an improv skit with my cousin and some friends I met. It was so much fun. I gotta put that to YouTube. That's what I got to do. Laser tag. I played on March 18th with a young adult group at a church I go to. We only spent we were only there for a little bit because for some reason my friend all of a sudden remembered that she had school. She was on drugs, by the way, and I would not suggest that to anybody. Like, don't do drugs unless you want to ruin your life. Drugs, I mean, it could be beneficial, especially under a doctor's care, and if it's prescribed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. March 23rd is the day when the one girl who did drugs almost got me arrested. She was shoplifting, and she got into my car. I had no clue she was shoplifting, and so that's another story. But after March 23rd, I never saw her again. As she actually died exactly, I think, 1 month later from possible drug overdose. And she was so close to finishing college too, and she's been in college for I don't know how long. A good amount, like 2, 3, 4 years, probably like 2 years. And she ruined it because of drugs, so please don't do drugs unless you want to ruin your life. Moving on to April. I think it was April 5th I met with Amanda. There's a sad story about me and Amanda. I started a new job on April 23rd at Acme Fresh Market. I moved to a different job, so now I work at a different job now. Moving on to May. Not much. There's like a bonfire and meet with a couple of friends. Looking into apartments. Still looking into apartments. Oh, my one friend's birthday is on June 2nd. But I'm friends with her on Facebook, so it would pop up on my screen anyway, so it's no point writing it down. School board. I want to go to the school board so I can get some information for college. I just started college this year. I rewatched Incredibles, the first movie, at a church on June 15th. That was fun. My cousin graduated on June 16th, the next day. Cut grass, so button on shorts. Isaac, Terry, who's Terry? Oh, my friend. I'm thinking of girls. Terry is a friend from China, I believe. Hoping to hang out with him again. Going on to July. So, July, I started at my new job on July 3rd. And I still love working there. I really do. JOA. That stands for John Owen's Adventure. It's to help fight against a certain kind of disease that this young boy has. And they're friends of my friends. So I unfortunately could not make it because I had to work. July 18th I went kayaking with my cousin Alex. Funny. I might save that story for another time, but it was a funny day. Jamie. I met Jamie physically for my first time, perhaps like July 20th, I think. There was a lot there was a little bit that happened this year, but that little bit was big stuff. One thing I'm not really going to mention, so that'll be a secret. Youth camp was August 4th and came back on August 8th. But I first stopped at Jamie's house to visit her, because her and I were dating at the time. And I asked her to be my girlfriend, the very first girl who's ever been my girlfriend. And that lasted for only a month. Camping. Oh, camping. Couldn't go to that. Eric's birthday. No, I'll say it on Facebook. North Olmsted, first day. I think I have written down North Olmsted. It's probably because it's home days. First day of college, August 24th, I believe. Going on to September. A lot of stuff about hair. College. And hair. You know, every time I go to a barber, it seems like they normally do something wrong. It's not their fault, it's like, if I can explain it better, and I'm learning, every time it's like, oh, I explain it better. But then when I get home later that day, and I look in the mirror with better lighting in my bathroom, and I look at my hair, and it's still not right. And it's like, I got to go back again. I have Jamie written down on September 7th. Possibly so that I can call her. September 17th. Broke up with Jamie. I went to my first baby shower. September 24th. October. I see a few notes about filming the Bye Bye Man movie or documentary. Bye Bye Man, you could see it on my YouTube channel. Bye Bye Man is a movie made in Ohio, and I did a documentary about of where you could find the locations in Ohio. I visited my friend Grace, Jriss. She's from Bolivia. She even bought me a hat, and she visited here. So she visited me. I also called the eye doctor. I was supposed to have an appointment, but I cancelled. My eyes are doing better, basically. Help at Church on the Rise. October 20th. That was probably a festival. I'm getting tired. It's 12:20 midnight. Okay, November. Oh yeah, Black Friday shopping. I bought a longer cord for my microphone, although it actually wasn't on sale. But, you know, I went out. Also, I was asking people questions at Try C about acting. December. Christmas ball. I uploaded a video on YouTube of me or my friends dancing at the Christmas ball in Pennsylvania. I saw Cleveland Lights with a schoolmate. So December 5th is Amanda's birthday. I'm not sure if I'm ready to share that story about her and me yet. I got hired in at the factory in December 15th of 2014, but I began there as a temp in 2013 in the summer, so I was a temp for over 1 year, and usually they get hired in at like a few, 3 months, so that's another story, but not now. I looked up my genealogy to find out where my family was from. My friend got married on December 28th, December 29th, which was like a little over 45 minutes ago. It says to record looking through calendar, which I'm doing now. And then tomorrow, or today, later today, after I go to sleep and wake up, I'm going to look into an apartment. That way I can have over friends on my own schedule rather than my dad's schedule. My phone keeps shutting off on me, so this is my third time repeating this. So I'm not going to have much feeling as I'm saying this, but I mean it. Have you ever, like, say if it's July 7th, and you're thinking about what happened on July 7th of last year, and you're like, oh, this happened last year, but this year, this is happening, wow, like, what a difference. I kept thinking like that this year because of what happened last year with Amanda and what happened this year without her, and I cried 2 times in 2 weeks for 20 minutes, and besides the year before that, I haven't cried in about 10 years. So I don't cry much, but this year I cried, 2 times in 2 weeks for 20 minutes, and so there's some big stuff that happened. Not a lot of big stuff, but I almost got arrested too for something I did not do. But I just kept thinking a lot about like what happened last year around this time with me and Amanda, and look where I'm at now, and it's like every day that passed and I would think about what Amanda and I did the year before, I struggled a little bit, but I made it through this year without her, and now that 2019's coming up, it's like I'm ready. And you know what? I have a feeling that 2019 is going to be a good and interesting year. Interesting as in like wow, I was not really expecting that. Well, then I knew it could happen. But I'm going to really try and make 2019 a good year. That's what my wish is. Try and make it a good year. I want to get friends together and make videos, and I've been meeting a lot of new people, and so this year, now that I finally got my job in college situated and getting a new apartment soon, and even, bad things are gonna happen, and so as 2018 is going away, I finally get to be counting down the hours. Think to myself, as each hour passes, I made it, I did it. I made it. So guys, have a good new year. Spend it by yourself, spend it with people, whatever satisfies you. Bye, 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 bye.